Okay, part 3 of number 9. Hopefully this is the last video. I hope it is. Okay, so let's get my pointer here. Okay, so this is what we had in the last video. And basically, I mean, this is our general solution, but we want to express it in terms of a real part and an imaginary part because we have complex eigenvalues. So the rest of this video is really just some algebra. So here is we have this 2 by 1 vector, right? And then, I mean, this is just really one row. It's a 1 by 1 vector because this whole thing is one entry. So what we're going to do is we are going to just distribute. So I'm going to go ahead and let me make this, it's going to get a little bit long, so let me write this here. Okay, so equals, because I write really big. Okay, so I'm going to distribute this 5 to this whole expression. So if I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get 5 cosine 4t plus 5I sine 4t. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with this guy, but because it's a complex number, right, we're going to really do double distribution. So I'm going to go ahead and just write this guy out first, because I notice students, this is where they make the error when they try to do it in their head, which again, is that's okay, but you know, might as well be safe than sorry if you make a mistake. Okay, so times all of this, I sine 4t. Okay, so the first row is exactly the same. So 5 cosine of 4t plus 5I sine of 4t. So now we just have to double distribute with the second row. So we have, okay, so this is what I'm doing, right? 2 times all of this. Okay, so I obtain, I mean, you can even break it up if you wanted to. You know, you can write 2 and then times this, and then minus 4I times this. Well, might as well do it since I just said it. Okay, 2 times cosine 4t plus I sine 4t minus 4I times, okay, so it's probably good that I wrote it out. I move this a little bit over, times cosine 4t plus I sine 4t. Take t. Okay, so then I'm going to close my guy. Okay, I'm gonna, okay, this is the same thing, right? I'm just writing it over and over. But, okay, so 4t plus 5I sine 4t. Okay, distribution, so I get 2 cosine 4t plus 2I sine 4t. And now I'm going to distribute this negative 4I. So I get negative 4I cosine 4t. And then I get negative 4, and I get I squared, which is really negative 1. And I'm going to scooch this over, times sine 4t. Okay, so let's continue. Again, same thing, cosine 4t plus 5I sine 4t. It's a cosine. Okay, so what I want to do here is, okay, we know this guy is plus 4. Okay, that's pretty easy. But we want to, I want to arrange this with my imaginary parts and my real parts, because we're working with complex numbers, and obviously you have a real and you have an imaginary part. So everything without an I is the real part. So that is a real part. Then this is a real part. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out. 2 cosine 4t and plus 4 sine 4t, right? And these guys are my two, well, my imaginary parts. So I have plus 2I sine 4t minus 4I cosine 4t. Okay, so, I mean, we really have our solutions. It's basically the first row and the second row, but you want to break it up again into real and imaginary solutions. So how you want to arrange this is, let's make this a little bit, move it a little bit up here. Okay. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay, so we have, let's draw a really big matrix here. Okay, so I want the first column, right? So think of these, I mean, two columns. You have a real part and we have an imaginary part. So my real part is going to go here and my imaginary part is going to go there. I mean, they're not, I want to be careful. This is not a mathematical, these dots, this is just so you can separate the real and imaginary part, but it's one, you know, an A plus BI is one number, not two numbers. Okay, so we have, well, that's real, the first row, so that's 5 cosine 4t, right? This one's already set up nicely, and then this one's the imaginary part. So the imaginary part is obviously the one with the I, but you don't have to write the I in this step. It's 5 sine 4t. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And let's see, the next part is, again, everything without the i's. So this guy and where is it at? Oh, and this, oh yeah, we just rewrote it. So I'm going to rewrite that. So 2 cosine 4t plus 4 sine 4t. And then we have our imaginary part, but we're not going to write the I. So again, these guys. So we have 2i, just kidding, 2 sine 4t minus 4 cosine 4t. So again, real part, right? You have your real part, and then you have your, I don't know, different color here, and then you have your imaginary part. And I mean, these are basically your solutions, right? You have this guy, right? That's your x1 of t, and this guy is your x2 of t. And we want a general solution, right? So we need some arbitrary constants. So we have x1 of t equals 5, right? This guy times some, right? c1 cosine 4t plus 5, right? c2 sine 4t. And similarly, x2 of t is c1, right, times this guy, so that's 2 cosine 4t plus 4 sine 4t plus, and I'm running out of room here, I'll just write it down here, c2 times our last guy right here. So we get 2 sine 4t minus 4 cosine 4t. Okay, this is the general solution. But remember, this is an initial value problem, so we have some initial conditions. So there's one more step. Again, not too bad. We're done, I think, with the hardest part. It's really just finding the particular solution. Okay, I'll stop here, and the next video should be the last one. So this was the last one as far as finding the general solution. So now let's find the particular solution in the next video.